Rosemary now had to come up with a new plan. The staff was invited to have dinner together, and they were all ordered a great amount of fancy sandwiches, which Wolf wasn't opposed to. While he disliked toast to an absurd degree, he had no qualms against good old-fashioned bread. Accidentally meeting Rosemary in the hallway, he held up his hand submissively, and declared that they should at least observe a truce during this time. Little did he know that she had already been given permission to make some harmless alterations to his food. Upon biting into his sandwich, his face screwed up in confusion. He sniffed the sandwich and took another bite. He washed it down with some water and set it back on his plate, concerned. "Sorry, may I have another sandwich? I believe this one is stale, or incredibly disgusting." "No, sir, that cannot be the case. This sandwich was made specifically for you not long ago." "By whom?" Wolf grew pale. "Why, that young lady over there." The waiter pointed Rosemary out. She waved innocently, and then returned to delicately sipping what must have been her 10th cup of coffee. Wolf blanched and inspected his sandwich carefully, then peeled the harmless-looking bread off and flipped it over. Only one side had been toasted. Wolf stomped over and towered over her, then thrust the mutilated bread in her face. "What is this?" "Whatever do you mean?" She blinked ignorantly. This, can you not see? This is cruel and unusual punishment. Can a man not enjoy his food in peace? Why do you insist on this horrendous malice?" "Wolf," she said gently, "perhaps we should go take this outside?" He automatically held up his fists as if to fight her. "Don't be silly," she laughed in a tinkling, light-hearted way. "You know that's not what I mean. Let's just discuss this privately. I know this is a sensitive topic for you." People were glancing at them curiously, and suddenly he grew very flushed. Another thing you don't expect to see actors do, lose their composure. He took her hand and brought her outside. "You enjoy embarrassing me." He stated it as a fact. "You've caught me," she shrugged. "But also, you're supposed to do the scene soon, and if you can't, then I lose." "I lost the game," he muttered, as well as he could mutter. "What?" "Nothing. But anyway, I promise I have been trying, but I simply cannot like it. If it was burnt, I would like it better, but I know that will not pan out." "Why do you have this aversion to toast, though? It doesn't even change the flavor much. It's just a slight texture difference, which surely doesn't deserve the ridiculous reaction you give it." "So you want to know, huh?" he whispered. "My dark past with toast. Do you have one?" "Who does not? But the truth is that I am allergic to toast." "Ha ha, nice try. Cooking something a little more doesn't make it something different. Not to mention, you ate it earlier and you're fine." "I beg to differ. Cooking something changes everything. Wood becomes charcoal. Not the same thing." "Okay, but cooking it doesn't add any extra ingredients that weren't already there. Besides, you probably wouldn't taste an allergy. You would just have an allergic reaction." "What if my allergic reaction is gagging because of the taste?" But in all seriousness, an allergy is basically poison to a specific person, and there are plenty of things we can taste are poisonous. For example, oleander, Brussels sprouts, and your attitude. "Brat!" she smacked him. "So is there no real reason? I don't get it. The texture difference from toast to bread isn't that bad, and it really doesn't taste different." "That is where you are wrong. Perhaps your palate, Rosmi, cannot tell the difference, but it is infinitely noticeable to me, and it is disgusting." "Stop being a picky baby," she snapped. "Don't scold, Wolfie Chew," a voice moaned. They turned to see Herschel sitting in a trash can nearby.